Yo.
Man, Chris is annoying, dude.
It's week 4
Who?
of the NFL.
Chris.
And we'll see Quay Walker.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I left the
A
league.
week ago with 9 stops
Dude,
and a sack.
they're trying to
It's
do
the
this QB
Texans
league
and the
or whatever,
Bears
right?
on Sunday night.
Yeah, and I was
He's
like,
not
oh,
gonna he's not gonna be active.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you could...
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Back to throw, Smith. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing is Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Devon Achane with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. You look at this Bears defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Back to the running game with Swift. Ooh, the juke. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Swift. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Smith's throw pulled in by Hopkins. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Achane on the counter. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 38-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. From the gun, here's Smith. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, Achane. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rolling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down.
Once again, it's Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Now Geno on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
On 1st down, it's Smith. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now Geno. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He'll find Metcalf.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Smith. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And taken right on the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To throw is Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. Stiff-armed him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Smith. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 2 yards on the pickup there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th.
Quay Walker on the coverage.
They'll go. Achane. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this Texans defense stands tall. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Second down and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A run straight ahead with Achane. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Smith. Finding Hardman here over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Smith now to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Achane is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Achane with it. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Devon Achane. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have opened the lead up to 30. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here... Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. This is Swift on the counter to about the 40-yard line.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Achane.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Holding. Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And it's caught.
And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
From the gun, here's Smith. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And now out comes Houston.
You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw again. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 15. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Off of play action, here's Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll give this to Achane.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Achane gets it from the gun, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Chicago, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.